I really am out of the loop with CrossFit.
Right.
Even when I was competing consistently for a few years, I was out of the loop.
Well, you're nuts. Out of the loop is kind of the name of your game. That's from what I picked up today. Out of the loop.
Out of the loop.
Hey!
What's up?
How's it going in there?
Warming up for some squats.
Damn. All right, I'm coming. Back it up. Your neighbor's watching me. What's up?
Hey, what
How
are you
doing?
What are you doing here?
I'm gonna join you down here. I'm here to learn how to do the splits. And I don't know you that well, right? Like, hey, I'm coming down. I want to meet you. I want to learn how to do the splits from you. You are super flexible.
I hadn't heard anything about Mackenzie, which is kind of crazy because I feel as if I have a pretty good finger on most of the people in the space. And once you dive in a little bit, there's a lot more to her than just the fact that she can do the middle splits.
One day, learn a split in one day.
I hope so.
Okay.
Isn't that kind of what you do, right? You get people to do the splits.
Yeah, it's squat day. We're doing 5x10s. So blow up the legs and then we'll see what you got as far as splits.
Isn't it gonna make it harder? I'm gonna trust you. You usually do them after.
I definitely think that the mobility helps for sure. I was, with my gymnastics background and just like body awareness and flexibility, I was able to learn a lot of the lifts and progress really quickly.
You made the regionals in a year and a half or so.
Yeah.
And then the games 2 years later. You're nuts.
Fast track.
Right.
Fast track and then I'm done. I definitely feel like you should do them after. Yeah, in your situation, we don't want to rip something and then try to do 50 back squats, so.
My situation, all right.
I want to say we've had a grand total of 3 conversations over the time of me actually knowing who she is, and they're all online. And the first thing that she's going to say to me is, your situation, and I get it, I'm not the most flexible looking guy, but I'm going to try to prove her wrong.
Up on your toes.
All right. I like your garage, by the way.
Thanks.
It's awesome.
So you're really just here to learn how to do the splits?
Yeah, and well, not just that. I mean, we talked a little while ago, and after that competition fell through.
We're gonna do a team competition back in 2020, I think. I had an injury going on and it just kind of fell through. It wasn't the right timing.
Where I had never really met you before. I was in the area. Yeah, and you were on the demo team. What year was that?
I qualified for regionals again, ended up 6th place at regionals. Really thought I had a good shot at the games that year, super close. And had I been in any other region besides the Southeast with my scores, they would have got me to the games that particular year, which was nice to know that I was like, got to that level. I definitely felt good about that. And then I got the opportunity that year to go on the demo team, which was super cool.
You said you've seen my YouTube channel, so I'm just kind of floating around. Something fell through and
James Sprague didn't want to hang out with me.
maybe I can finally learn how to do the middle splits.
Check it off the bucket list. I can crush your legs since that's all I apparently do anymore. Every day is leg day.
All right.
You're crushing it with that pink bar.
You said we were going to use the men's bar, and then I really was insistent upon this one. When you said we're going to crush legs, it's interesting. Weren't you a gymnast?
I was for 15 years.
Why is it that we're crushing legs then? What's up with that?
I love squatting. It's got to be my favorite movement.
And that's not going to impede my ability to do the splits.
No, I think it helps. It helps keep me mobile.
Stronger legs equal more flexible legs. Still doing CrossFit?
Yeah.
Just by yourself? You're competing?
I'm not competing this year. I kind of change my mind every other week.
She's like a freaking unicorn. You don't really believe that she exists. There's somebody in the world that can simply leave the CrossFit space the way that she has. To my simple brain, it doesn't really make sense that you make regionals in a year and a half and then you make the games and then you're just out. 2019 CrossFit Games, after 3 years after you started, and you're just poof, gone.
Honestly, it was pretty miserable at the games. I don't even remember. I think it was day 2. I only did like a few workouts. I was not in a good headspace when I was there. I was going through a lot of personal stuff leading up to that, and I didn't want to be there. I was checked out before I even got there. But absolutely grateful and love that I had the opportunity to go. Stoked that I qualified for it. Like, that's something I'll always have, you know, on my resume, so to speak.
You ever feel like you're missing out on all the madness? Do you keep up with the madness?
No idea what's going on. I don't pay too much attention to it, but I do have FOMO, yes.
Is this heavy enough for you?
I was thinking like 195. Yeah.
I think we should start here. Get out.
I actually think I need a belt for this.
Hey, I don't know about that. You gymnasts. You know what you might need? You might need a different pair of shoes.
Why is that? These shoes are great. They're super flat.
Every flexible person that I've ever met, they don't wear shoes.
Really?
We'll see how it feels when it gets heavier.
You know what I mean, right? You almost ask yourself if the reason that they move the way they do is because they've never worn shoes before. The way that their feet kind of spread out, you wonder if there's some sort of tie together between that and the way that the rest of their body functions.
You're about to put your knee sleeves on?
Yeah.
That's it?
That's it.
Okay.
Saddest song playing too.
What's wrong with the song?
So sad. I dipped out of that competition. The second I got cut, I was like, I'm out of here. I didn't even stay for the end. I had to get home. And then a few months later, I was like, damn, wish I had that sign. You know, I have my regional signs, and when I look at them, it makes me feel proud.
The world where there's people like Ariel Lowen who will go out of their way to compete at the semifinals to get a sign, this chick just doesn't even pick it up at the end of the CrossFit Games. Doesn't make any sense. Like, who does that?
I actually live better to sad songs. Gets me fired up.
Well, no comment on that one. You know, Mackenzie, I think you might be a little bit more stable if you were to take your shoes off.
Really?
What do you think? You ever done that?
These are like my flattest shoes. I have heard that, but...
Oh, I don't think there's anything much flatter than the earth you stand on, right? I'd say it's worth a go.
Alright, I'll try it next time. I'll
Cool.
see if they fit
All right,
better.
all right. You need to keep your socks on too? Are you afraid you're gonna slip or?
The socks aren't adding any height to this. Floor is filthy.
Wait a minute. Filthy?
Yeah, they'll be black.
I mean, I don't care. I've been doing burpees on this floor, it seems okay. You said you've done this before.
In socks, I've never gone fully barefoot.
I think you should go fully barefoot.
Okay.
It'll work better if you go fully barefoot.
Alright.
You know, sometimes the coach in me comes out and I gotta just push the athlete to do something that they don't want to do. And in this instance, I really thought that not wearing shoes was gonna be beneficial.
Cool. All right, let's see it.
Okay, seems a little weird.
No, that's cool.
I feel naked.
What do you think? Is it better?
It feels pretty good.
Cool.
Sweaty footprint.
Sweaty footprint.
They're black.
They are.
So the back squats went really well today. Felt really smooth, sets of 10 at decent weight. Honestly, I felt a little bit more solid, I would say, on the set that I took my shoes off. It definitely wasn't a bad recommendation to take the shoes off for the squats.
As a coach, you know when you give that cue and the athlete just clicks? Sometimes it doesn't matter that you make $4 an hour. All you need is that little bit of affirmation that what you told them worked.
What are you doing?
I'm putting my shoes on because we're done squatting and I'm about to do a rowing workout.
You've never rode with your shoes off?
No? Is that a thing?
They have you do it at Wadapalooza. You're from Florida. I don't know. I figured maybe it was a Florida thing to row with your shoes off.
Plus I'm doing box jumps. I don't want to be landing on this hard floor without some kind of cushion on my feet.
You wear your shoes on the beach. You wear sandals with socks on. What's wrong with you?
I don't like walking on the beach because I don't like my feet to get all sandy, actually.
Those look really good.
So I was about to do this rowing box jump workout and Andrew was recommending that I do the row without my shoes on. And at that point I was like, who rows without their shoes on? That kind of hurts. And box jumps, definitely don't want to be barefoot for those. I mean, I feel like that's a good way to bruise the ball of your foot. Ugh.
Oh, now you take them off.
Yeah, my feet are cramping.
After all those box jumps. But it's okay. Keep them off. Let's do some kettlebell swings.
I don't feel like that's safe.
Oh, well, all right. Well, maybe we won't do kettlebell swings if you're worried about hurting your feet. How about wall balls? We'll do them outside.
Wall balls outside?
Yeah.
I don't want my feet to get dirty though.
I mean, it doesn't get any more bare bones than the lunge.
Sure.
Yeah?
Whatever
okay,
you
you can
wanna
take your
do.
socks off too.
After that, we finished up with some walking dumbbell lunges. And again, he was saying I should do it without my shoes on. Cool with it. But why was he wanting me to take my socks off?
I'm not sure you know who John North is, but he kind of patented the Superman pole. And it doesn't matter who you are going to be using the Superman pole if you're a John North athlete. And once I find out that you don't need shoes on one thing, you don't need shoes on anything.
I figure I should probably do a set of these too.
Oh yeah.
Are you just gonna keep going?
Last set. Are you doing the same weight? You just did the girls' weight.
She's talking all this crap.
Almost
12.
there. Don't let them touch.
Are they?
They were getting close. I don't want to no rep you. Put on YouTube for that.
Please do that. but it's probably about 20.
We just estimate reps here.
That's what we do in Florida. Right, Noah?
You know, there was a time where I thought I could be a CrossFit Games athlete, but the times are getting a lot more frequent where I'm realizing why that never happened. Mackenzie just keeps on going. She never stopped. We did like 50 freaking different workouts. 2 hours later, we finally get to the point that actually brought me there. The middle splits.
Something about this color speaks to me.
Oh yeah, all in the mat.
We're finally here. Now that
Yeah.
my legs are exploded. Should I take my shoes off?
I do like to take my shoes off for stretching, yeah. It was definitely feeling a little off. And it was during the cool down stretches where he said something. He was really, really insistent that I take my shoes off and my socks. You can leave the sock on.
All right, I'm following
That's
your
not
lead here.
bad, that's not bad at all. And then what you can do is straighten your front leg. We'll get into the front hamstring, keep your hips square.
Holy moly.
Oh, that's our limiting factor, holy. And we're off.
Yeah, all right, so I just do it, right?
Just do it.
Okay.
Like
all right,
Nike
Shia,
said.
here we go.
Oh wow, that is not bad at all.
Didn't see that one coming, did you?
No, I didn't.
Told you I want to learn how to do the splits. You know, how do I get out of it?
We just hold this for 2 minutes. Arms up.
Well, you're just sitting there, dude. All right, thank God you weren't serious about that 2 minute thing. I'm just gonna weasel my way out of it. Okay.
We're gonna do the middle split.
What do I gotta do? Show me like the breakdown of it.
You just start out with your feet in line with your hips, and then 3, 2, 1. Oh, foot cramp.
A foot cramp. Show me that one more time. And if the foot cramps again, I swear.
Wait a second. This is not the first time you've brought up something about taking my socks off. I get it, stretching without shoes, cool with it. Taking the socks off, that's where I was like, all right, something is up here. This is fishy. He's not here to learn the splits. He's here to take pictures of my freaking feet.
I mean,
You know what? I know why you're really here. You just pretend you're different. You're just like them.
What do you mean?
You don't care about doing the splits. The only reason you're really here is because you want to see my feet.
All right, I'll be honest. I don't want to see your feet. I don't want to see your feet. That ain't my thing.
I really didn't.
Other people want to see your feet.
You're over here pretending that you're trying to get good at splits, but really you're trying to take pictures of my feet and sell them on the internet. Tell me I'm wrong.
You got me. I'm backed into a corner.
I felt like Jim Carrey in Liar Liar. It was all going so well, and then I just couldn't bring myself to keep doing it. And the only way that I think I had out was to tell her.
What if I let you in on it?
What are we thinking? Here, the offer.
You know the market better than I would. I see the stories that you make.
OMG, your feet are so beyond mesmerizing and hypnotizing. Absolute money makers.
People want to see them, man. It's supply and demand, and you got them. And you're telling me how many people message you a day?
Yeah, he said it's a win-win for all. I don't know what to think about it. Someone literally created something called CrossFit Games. CrossFit Games following me, posting me on their page. Welcome to the CrossFit Games. Featuring, just caught that, our favorite women in CrossFit. And I was like their featured photo for a minute. I've seen a lot of other female CrossFit athletes on there now too.
You could open an OnlyFeed. That's a thing, right?
I am not up to date with all of this stuff.
YouTube just isn't cutting it these days, and I saw an opportunity, and I was in Florida, and I went for
It
it.
doesn't matter. Just do it, right?
Now, are you in or are you in? Post a picture of
there's a
your
lot.
foot, $10, thousands. I mean, I could be your middleman. You don't even have to talk to these people.
If
Take
you're
the
my
pictures.
middleman, isn't there a term for that? I guess he's wanting to like be a foot pimp or something?
No, I mean, it's just kind of a guy who's walking around, and maybe if this works, then I could find some other people who want to take pictures of their feet and give them to people who want them. Don't think you'd want to speak with those people. So I could be the guy.
The
who you
middleman. I don't know. YouTube maybe isn't just not cutting it for him.
It'd be like a group.
Yeah, but you know what people are doing with these photos. They want to buy my sweaty socks. Do you want to like smell those socks? Or are you using that sock?
For what? Oh no.
What would my parents think?
What would they think when you buy them a retirement home? Let's say I get within 4 inches of that.
Are we making a bet right now?
You know what? I'd say that that's pretty good, huh?
It's definitely not bad.
Where's 4 inches? It depends on who's got the tape measure, right?
That's 4 inches. I'm in. Sure, let's
Cool.
do it.
I'll start with this, and I'll just get this picture right here. This is good. Can you point that thing?
What about, do I get extra points for socks are so worn that my toenail's about to come through the tip?
I think we could sell this for maybe $1,000 right here. What are we gonna call it?
Sure.
Mackenzie Flinchum.
My Instagram handle's Mackenzie Grace Fit. We just changed that to Mackenzie Grace Feet.
Oh, done. LLC.
It was almost too easy. It's almost as if she wanted to do this the whole time. I make a bet that I can almost do the splits, and then all of a sudden she's ready to sell her feet all over the internet, even has a name created for it. Now you tell me, who do you think is the one that's suspect?
I can't believe this worked out.
That was the only thing that worked out today, huh?
I mean, you worked out. Cool. All right, keep those things in shape.
I actually am getting a pedicure tomorrow. If anyone wants to send a little money that way, sponsor my pedicure. Cash App, Venmo, Zelle.
Cryptocurrency? Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Shiba Inu token?
I am getting a pedicure tomorrow. He said he was going to be there.
I'll be there with the camera.
I guess you could call me an agent now. Pretty cool. I mean, I came to Florida on an accident. I mean, Mackenzie's gonna be my first client. Maybe we can get a handful of people. And I think that's the right term, right? We have like the Matt O'Keefes of the world, and he's an agent. He's got his handful of people that he works with, and he's going to take whatever services that his clients, his athletes can do, and they're going to give them to prospective buyers. And he just doesn't want those people to deal with the money that they have to now collect, and it just makes it easy on the people. So yeah, that's what I am. I'm an agent now. And from what I understand, there's just a bunch of people who are interested in this stuff.
The most perfect feet my eyes will ever see. So glad to see them, as I was starting to get withdrawal symptoms of headaches, body aches, pains, fever, chills, etc. They want me to kick them in the face or squeeze their head between my thighs until they beg for mercy, and they want me to choke them out while they're staring at my feet as they die. Would you consider wearing toe rings? I love when your soles get filthy AF. Those soles are such beyond money makers. You would crush it with an OnlyFans feet page. Your dirty soles are amazing. You do have the most gorgeous feet on earth though. Can't say I blame the wackadoodle-doo and his fantasies. I'm only into feet and yours are literally the best on the planet. This one's good. It's not actually foot related, but I get these a lot too. He says, please be my owner. I want to be your slave. I can give you $10 US. And then I have an ice bath pose that's got Joe Rogan swears by it and does it every day. Just don't freeze those tootsies, which are absolute future money makers. You don't want to hurt the future foot modeling career just for some health benefits. And then I have a photo of me chilling on my friend's balcony, cup of coffee, feet propped up. I seriously envy the neighbors that get to stare right at those gorgeous AF arches and soles. Don't let authorities in Florida County see your social media. You definitely would and should be fined for wearing socks. Hi beautiful, was wondering if you might be interested in selling a pair of your socks. At least he called me beautiful. Can I suck your toes? Are you looking for a slave? Can I lick your sweaty foot, my lady? I love your foot. I lick your foot. I sniff your foot. Hey babe, can you put your toes in my mouth? Thanks. First of all, don't call me babe. Second of all, no. I think I'm more offended that he called me babe. Don't like that.
If you call her babe, I'm gonna break your freaking kneecaps.
Who's the man who did that to you? Gators bitches better be using jimmies.
And Riddler, out.